Check. Hello. It says two people's watching. All right. Hi, Ellie. Just got on. We'll get other people here. I always like to get on a few minutes early to make sure it's up and running just fine. But welcome, and we'll get going in about 20 minutes or so. Be right back. I've got a few more people joining. Welcome, everybody. 6 people on. Again, if you want to make any comments in the live chat, you do, I believe, need to be logged into YouTube as a user to be able to do any comments on the live chat. You might. But if you're not logged in, I don't think you're able to make any comments. No big deal. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you can just send me a Facebook message. I can get that. I do have my phone, so I can type a message there quickly if I need to. I can also respond to the live feed too if you need. And I hope everybody's got everything figured out. I have the Scorpio Titanic Swim Club. All right. Quiz My Pants is here too. I will tell you, I know Quiz in My Pants always hates it when I do a sports category, but there's no actual sports category this week. So you can be thankful for that. Although there are a few questions in there that are related to sports, but no direct category on sports. So I know, one team's going to be happy with that. Even 42 is happy with that. And I believe I have some friends of mine from my time on cruise ships, and they're from Scottsdale, so they're on the West Coast time. I think they're playing today with us. So I think we have one new team at least. I also had a friend of mine from a CrossFit gym up in Top Summit 321 who is interested, so I don't know if she's going to play. So maybe a couple new teams today, potentially. It's been good, though, averaging 5 to 6 teams a week, which is pretty awesome. What do you need, Dave? Yeah, just use that. Hunk, Dunk, or Chunk. That's a good team name. Two, three, four, 5 teams, I believe, so far. Still got plenty of time. To 9 people. Again, I think everybody knows how to get the score sheets up. If anybody has any questions or issues with that, please reach out to me now so we can get it figured out before we get started right at 7. Be right back. I lost a couple people. All right. Oh, I should probably get that pulled up. All right, that's good to go. I can hear the teams. Can you guys hear it now? Because I'm in my room and I have the door shut. Maybe when the door was open, you might have been able to hear my wife in the other room. Can you hear anything now, Mike or Ellie? Okay, yeah, I think it's just my door was open, so you could hear Alex in the living room. Don't worry, Karen, they won't. And all right, Abby, Matt, Lloyd, thank you, welcome. Still just a few minutes left. 11 people, but I think we're up to 6 teams. If I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams, I believe. Pretty good. All right, Manor White Castle, 7 teams, I think, now. It's good to know. There was a tight one last week. I think first, second, and third place were all separated by only 1 point. Still just a few more minutes. I would have some big games are being talked already. All right, so what? 4 minutes out. Guess I'll say hello again, everyone. My name's Andy, hosting tonight's Tuesday night trivia for Byrnes Irish Pub. I'm pretty sure, again, most everybody has played before in the past. We got our regulars playing. We do have one new team from Arizona playing, so welcome. Some friends of mine from my cruise ship days. But just again, as you know, we've been doing for the past, is this the 7th week or 8th week? 8th week, I think, of us doing this. We do have a GoFundMe page to help out some of the crew and staff from Byrnes Irish Pub, both Brunswick and Bath. So if you do click that GoFundMe page link on the Facebook event page, you can make a small donation. What Will and I have been saying is, you're not going and spending all the money for drinks and dinner like you normally would on Tuesdays, but if you at least just leave the normal tip you leave, that'd help them out quite a bit and help them with this tough time going on, as we all would. 8th week, Will says, thank you. As you know, we would be going to Bath and to Brunswick, to Byrnes every week to play. We always do. This is something we really enjoy. And also the people that at Byrnes help make this event fun and special. So if you want to contribute to that, please do. The link is in the Facebook event page under the About tab. If you're seeing me, obviously, you have the link up and running. The other 2 links are for the score sheet. Again, just 1 per team is fine. And at the end of the first 3 rounds, we will take a small break. I'll go over answers. I will grade everybody's answers. Take like a 10-15 minute break. I'll give everybody a score standing or an update on who's the standings, and then do categories 4, 5, and 6. And then go over that at the end and find out who the winners are. In pub trivia fashion, having a drink or 2 always makes things a bit more fun. So I hope if you'd like a drink or want to have a drink, go ahead and have another drink or have a drink tonight to just have some fun. Unfortunately, the special here on the Eastern Promenade in Portland, it's Bud Light, obviously, not the Coors Light normally in Bath, but it is what it is. But welcome again, everybody. I hope you're excited. Again, please refrain from doing Google. We're here to have a little bit of fun, friendly, fair competition. Obviously, there's no way to police it, so it's the honor system. And again, I guess it's we'd ask no more than 6 people per team, but have some fun. If something comes up, type your question into the live chat feed, or you can send me a message. I have my phone here. Send me a message via Facebook Messenger, and I can answer that for you, either privately or on here. Elysium Space Dust IPA and Corona here in Bath. All right. Quiz in my pants. All right. I think that's about it for me. Welcome again. I got 7 o'clock, so let's get this show on the road. So category 1. We're starting category 1 with current events. Current events. So I will be saying each question at least twice, and at the end of every round, I will offer a chance to do a repeat. So if you do need one repeated, I can definitely do that for you. So here we go. Current events, category 1, question number 1. This actor is currently working with NASA and Elon Musk to film a new movie in outer space. Once again, number 1, this actor is currently working with NASA and Elon Musk to film a new movie in outer space. Who is this actor? Team Cool is here also. All right. I think we might be up to 8 teams. Okay, moving on to question number 2. Question number 2. This coming weekend, so in 4 days' time, what country will be resuming their football or soccer season? So this coming weekend, what country will be resuming their football or soccer season? Question number 2. Moving on to question number 3. Question number 3. Not only has COVID-19 been a pain, we now have to worry about swarms of what that have recently been spotted on the West Coast. So once again, number 3, not only has COVID-19 been a pain, we now have to worry about swarms of what that have recently been spotted on the West Coast. Question number 4. Current events, question number 4. This clothing store filed for bankruptcy on May 4th. Once again, for question, May 4th and question 4. So question 4, once again, this clothing store filed for bankruptcy on May 4th. Oh, sorry, Lexine, some of you are finding restricted mode. What do you do? Sorry, I missed that one. Restricted mode for viewing the stream or for the answer sheet? For viewing. Well, I guess you're able to hear me okay. If you can hear me, that's great. Maybe not seeing me would be even better, so you don't have to look at me. But I guess if there's any issues that come up, if any issues come up, just I guess let me know through the chat, and I can answer some questions for you. Don't think I have anything restriction on here, but all right, moving on. Number 5. Question number 5 of current events. This American singer, songwriter, and musician passed away on May 9th. Once again, for question number 5, this American singer, songwriter, and musician passed away on May 9th. You guys are in the team. Mike, is that something I got to do from my end, or is that something they got to do on their end? The users. Okay, so that'll be under their settings. Okay. So I guess Mike just commented on everything. Yeah, that's fine. Mike is also a computer guy for his life or for his occupation, so he definitely knows a lot. I listened to what he just said. He helped me out with my camera issue. So I guess if you're having that, you have to go to your settings through your account settings, as he just said. Thanks, Mike, for help. That helped there. All right, so that's number 5. Moving on to number 6 then. Last question here for current events. This billionaire just had a baby and then found out that the name he gave his son is not legal in the state he was born. Who was that? This billionaire just had a baby and found out that his name he gave his son is not a legal name in the state he was born. Who am I talking about? So that's all the questions for category 1. If anybody needs any repeats, go ahead and make a little comment. I can repeat any. Or send me a message on Facebook, either or. Again, after you, once you're done answering on the Google Docs, you'll just go to the next section, but you can go back to category 1 if you need to later on. You won't actually submit the answers until the end of round 3. So we will have a chance at the end of round 3 to go over any questions over all 3 categories also. Number 6, please. All right. Number 6 for category 1. This billionaire just had a baby and found out that the name he gave his son is not legal in the state he was born. That's number 6. All right. We're going to move right along to category number 2. Category number 2 is movie quotes. So I have some quotes from movies here. You just got to tell me the title of the movie. I don't need the character name. I don't need the actor or actress's name, just the movie title for this one. But please make sure you are specific with the movie of which you're saying, because there might be a movie that has a trilogy or there's a series of them. I need to know the specific one. So I will be pretty, I need specifics on a couple of these, okay? So movie quotes, category 2. Here comes question number 1. Question number 1. Oh, I'm not going to try to make it sound like from the movies. I don't do that great of impersonation, so don't expect that. Question 1. There's no crying in baseball. Question number 1, movie quotes. There's no crying in baseball. I think this one might go fairly quick. Number 2. Question number 2 in movie quotes. You can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. Question number 2. Question number 3. Question number 3. Hasta la vista, baby. Question number 3. Hasta la vista, baby. All right. Question number 4 for movie quotes. Question number 4. Question 4. I'll have what she's having. I'll have what she's having for number 4. Moving on to question number 5. Question number 5. You had me at hello. You had me at hello. Just turn into a rave. No, just trying to, I think my computer camera is just kind of old, so I'm just cleaning the lens off a little bit to try to make a clearer picture, but I think it's just the quality of my camera. All right, and moving on to number 6, last one here in movie quotes. Question number 6, movie quotes. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. Question number 6. That went pretty quick, so I'll go back through all of these one more time, just so you all can hear them. So for movie quotes, question 1, there's no crying in baseball. Question 2, you can't handle the truth. Question 3, hasta la vista, baby. Question 4, I'll have what she's having. Question 5, you had me at hello. And question 6, you're killing me, Smalls. Anybody need any of those repeated? Any repeats for that category? Movie quotes. All right. Hopefully everybody's good to go. Again, we can always come back and I can do a repeat for you at the end of round 3 if you need. So, moving right along, we're making some good time today. I guess they're kind of easy, quick questions too. But category 3. This is, as the people that are familiar with me, I've been doing this and I kind of like it. I might continue doing it. This is my 1 to 6 category. So your answer is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And once you use one of those numbers, you cannot use it again. So if the first question, the answer is number 1, then you know for the next 5 answers, you're going to be using the numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So once again, once you've used a number, you can no longer use it. So realistically, if you got them all right, whatever number's left for number 6 should be the answer. One of these questions will have an option for a bonus point. I'll let you know when that is. So you have to type in a number and then the bonus answer, which is a word. So category 3, this is my 1 to 6. No specific category for this or just general knowledge things. So question number 1 in 1 to 6. Johnny Carson and Frank Sinatra both had this many wives. So question 1 again. Johnny Carson and Frank Sinatra both had this many wives. Hmm, 19 viewers tonight. That's pretty good. Question number 2. Question number 2 in category 1 to 6. This is how many members of the White House staff that have recently tested positive for COVID-19. Once again, number 2. This is how many members of the White House staff that have recently tested positive for COVID-19. Moving on to question number 3. Question number 3. This is how many islands that make up the Cayman Islands. Or how many islands make up the Cayman Islands? Question number 3. All right, moving on. Question number 4. Question number 4. This is how many ears a praying mantis has. Or how many ears does a praying mantis have? This is how many ears a praying mantis has. Question number 4. Hope I'm not going too fast. No one's complained yet to me about going too fast, so I think this is going good. I do have a little timer on my phone going, so I kind of have an idea of how long between questions. Here's question number 5. Question number 5. This is how many NBA titles Michael Jordan has won. This is how many NBA titles Michael Jordan has won. All right, so you should be down to just one number left. So hopefully this is corresponds with whatever number you have left. Question number 6. Question number 6. This is how many species of rhino there are today. So how many species of rhinos are there today? And the bonus point for this is if you can tell me what the collective noun for rhinos are. So a group of rhinos are called what? So question 6, this is how many species of rhinos there are today. And the bonus point is what is the collective noun for them? Or if you see a group of rhinos, you call them a what or in what. So you can get possible 2 points on that one. Michael Jordan himself. No, not the team, just himself. How many titles did Michael Jordan win? Thank you for that. That's a just fine clarifying question. So that's all 3 categories. If you have any questions about any of them from round 1, 2, or 3, feel free to type that in. So just type in, say, like R1 number 6 or round 2 number 3 or whatever you need. Let me know. I'll give it about 2-3 minutes for teams to look over them. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you are fine and happy with what you have, feel free to hit submit. You're also counting Space Jams. You know, Will, that's a good point. That is the only one that really matters because he kept the world safe. No, just NBA titles. Not looking for stats, just NBA, National Basketball Association titles. Like Space Jams. Oh, fun fact. Thanks, Will. Fun fact, I believe they're in the process of making a new Space Jams. And I believe LeBron is going to be cast for that lead role. Don't hold me to that, but that's what I did see, which I'd still go and watch it. I think it'd be worth a good watch. Fun fact today. All right, got 2 responses in so far. Anybody else need any repeats? Once you're happy, hit submit. Again, I think we have at least 7 teams, maybe 8 teams. 4 responses in. We're getting there. Those are fighting words. All right, how we looking? 7 teams in. I'll give you all just about 1 more minute to submit. So I think we have 8 teams. All right, so far we have Titanic, Quiz My Pants, Team Cool, Hunk, Drunk, or Chunk. There's 42. I have Scorpio, Man in the White Castle, Overlord. All right, so that's 9 teams. I'll give anybody else 20 seconds to, yeah, I know you guys, you're down in Arizona now. All right, so 9, oh no, not 9 teams, sorry, 8 teams. That's still pretty good. And I think that's everybody. All right, so let's get some answers. And then I'll grade the test while we take the quiz while we take a break. And then I'll get back to the next few rounds. And I'll let you know where everybody's standings are. So, starting at the top for current events. This actor is currently working with NASA and Elon Musk to film a new movie in outer space. That is Tom Cruise. He wants to actually film up there. Kind of cool. Number 2, this coming weekend, what country will be resuming their football or soccer season? That is Germany. The Bundesliga is starting up in empty stadiums. I'm excited for that. Sports, yay. Number 3, not only has COVID-19 been a pain, we now have to worry about swarms of what that have recently been spotted on the West Coast. Those are the murder hornets or the Asian or giant Asian hornets or Asian giant hornets. I'll take either or. Number 4, this clothing store filed bankruptcy on May 4th. That was J. Crew. Number 5, this American singer, songwriter, musician passed away on May 9th. That is Little Richard. Little Richard. Number 6, this billionaire just had a baby, but found out that the name he gave his son is not legal in the state, which is California. That is Elon Musk. Elon Musk. And if you saw the name he gave him, well, sure. Moving on, category 2, movie quotes. Number 1, there's no crying in baseball. Tom Hanks said that in A League of Their Own. A League of Their Own. Number 2, you can't handle the truth. Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men. Number 3, I'm going to be picky on this one. Hasta la vista, baby. That was Schwarzenegger in Terminator 2, Judgment Day. So we'll need Terminator 2, not just Terminator. Number 4, I'll have what she's having. Random woman in restaurant in When Harry Met Sally. When she did the fake orgasm in the restaurant, and the old lady's like, I'll take that. Number 5, you had me at hello. That was Jerry Maguire. And number 6, you're killing me, Smalls, is Sandlot. Sandlot. All right. 1 to 6. Category 3, 1 to 6. Johnny Carson and Frank Sinatra both had this many wives. They had 4 wives. 4 wives. The number of members of the White House staff that have recently tested positive for COVID-19 is 2. We had Vice President Mike Pence's press secretary and then one of the valet drivers. Number 3, how many islands make up the Grand Caymans? Well, the Caymans, it's 3. You have the Grand Cayman, Little Cayman, and Brock Cayman. Number 4, how many ears a praying mantis has? It is only 1. It's really weird. It's actually located like where our belly button is. Fun fact. Number 5, how many NBA titles does Michael Jordan have? He has 6. He did a three-peat two times with 1 year in between of not winning. Number 6, how many species of rhinos are there today? Only number left is 5. All right, 5. And the collective noun for rhinos, so a group of rhinos, which I think is named appropriately, they are a crash of rhinos. So like you crash your car, a crash of rhinos. So if you have that on there also, you get a bonus point. So that's all of them. We're going to take a 10-15 minute break here. I got to go through the spreadsheet and check answers. And I'll let you know when we, what is it, about 7:30? So yeah, about let's say 7:45. We'll get going on categories 4, 5, and 6. So thanks everybody. Go get yourself another drink, relax, take it easy, and we'll see you soon. Mm. Good job. Everybody got a league of their own. The movie quotes might have been easy. A lot of people got most of those right. Oh, wow. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right. Well, I did get the scores done. If you're still watching, we're still going to give it just a few more minutes. Make sure everybody's back. So we'll give it another 6 to 7 minutes, and we'll get going for the next round. I will say this: it is very, very tight. I'll see what I can do there. Oh, it's too far away now. Yeah, I can definitely slow it down. No problem. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, give it just a few more minutes, and we'll get going again. You watching me? No, I said that the link to watch me. I'm doing trivia. There, so I'm live. Just finish first three categories and then on to the next one. Even though watching, everyone's fine. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I did say 7:45-ish, but we'll get going here in another second or two. So I hope you're all feeling pretty good about that. As of right now, Quiz My Pants, you at 10 points. Titanic Swim Club, you are at 11 points. Hunk, Drunk, or Chunk, you're at 13. And everybody else, Team Cool, Coverlord, Eye of the Scorpio, Man in White Castle, N42 are all at 16 points. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams are tied for the lead right now. So it is really tight at the top. I'm excited for this next one. I do have a tie break at the end, which is number based. So if we do have a tie, I do have a question ready for it. But yeah, 5-way tie at the top, and the other teams aren't far behind either. So welcome back. Categories 4, 5, and 6. There is a separate link if you haven't found that. If you haven't found that, it is in the event page on Facebook. If you found the first one, hopefully you can find the second one. Come on. There we go. I had to bring it up myself so I can check responses later. All right, so yeah, moving right along. Category number 4, and if you're the person who's doing the answer sheet, you'll notice that you have 2 options. It says real or gump, because this category is about shrimp. And so all you got to tell me is if the shrimp name I give you is a real name of a shrimp, or if it is from the movie Forrest Gump. Pretty simple. All right. So once again, it's just, I guess, category shrimp. So you just got to tell me if the name I give you is a real name of a shrimp, or if it's a name that I pulled from the Forrest Gump movie. Pretty simple. Coverlord. Got it. Sorry, I was thinking Coverlord. Sorry. So should be pretty easy, pretty stupid. We've been watching a whole bunch of stuff on Netflix, especially about Animal Planet and things like that. And we've watched some things on shrimp. So that's what made me think about this category. So here we go. Again, 5-way tie at the top. But category number 4, is it a real shrimp or is it from the movie Forrest Gump? Question number 1, pineapple shrimp. Pineapple shrimp. Is that a name of a real shrimp or is it from the movie Forrest Gump? So that was question 1, pineapple shrimp. Number 2. Question number 2. Cherry shrimp. Cherry shrimp. Is that a name of a real shrimp or a shrimp from Forrest Gump? Cherry shrimp. So question 1 was pineapple shrimp. Number 2 was cherry shrimp. Now moving on to number 3, bamboo shrimp. Number 3, bamboo shrimp. Is that a name of a real shrimp or one from Forrest Gump? All right. On to number 4. Question number 4. Is it a real shrimp or shrimp from Forrest Gump? Pepper shrimp. Pepper shrimp. Is that the name of a real shrimp or one from Forrest Gump? So once again, number 1 was pineapple shrimp. Number 2 was cherry shrimp. Number 3 was bamboo shrimp. Number 4 was pepper shrimp. Number 5, a bee shrimp. A bee as in like the little flying insect. A bee shrimp. Is that the name of a real shrimp or one from the movie Forrest Gump? COVID board. That's pretty good, Maria. I don't know if they wanted that, but all right. And the last one for category 4 is it a real shrimp or one from Forrest Gump? Question number 6, coconut shrimp. Coconut shrimp. All right, one more time from the top, all 6 of them. Yeah, no problem. Here, all 6 of them. For category 4, it's a real shrimp or one from Forrest Gump. Number 1 was pineapple shrimp. Number 2 was a cherry shrimp. Number 3, bamboo shrimp. Number 4, pepper shrimp. So like salt and pepper, pepper shrimp. Number 5, a bee shrimp. And number 6, a coconut shrimp. Any others you may need repeated? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is 100% true. A family I've sailed with quite a few times, worked with the daughter, Abby, quite a bit, a couple times. Mom and Dad loved to sail. Always came and gave me crap at my trivia on the ships, which I appreciated. And I'm glad they decided to hang out with us, well, for them this afternoon, as it's only, almost 5 o'clock there in Arizona, although you have the weird time zone thing. All right, I think everybody's good for category number 4. So we'll move on to category number 5. And once again, if you do need a repeat later on, we can definitely go back and I can do a repeat for you if you need, which is no big deal. So category 5 is called cartoons or comics. Cartoons/comics. I do have 2 questions here that are true or false. So those doing the answer sheet will see the option for just true or false, which is, I figured, try to make it nice and easy for you. So here we go. Category number 5, cartoon/comics. True or false? Fauntleroy is the middle name of Donald Duck. True or false? Fauntleroy is the middle name of Donald Duck? I'll type in the name of that too, so people can see the spelling. I don't know how my pronunciation is, but I think I've said it pretty well. So Fauntleroy is the middle name of Donald Duck. Question number 1, true or false? Fauntleroy is the middle name of Donald Duck. I love it when my team gives me shit. All right, here we go. Number 2. Moving on to question number 2. In cartoons and comics. In the 1960s, this cartoon couple were the first to be seen in bed together. Who am I talking about? So in the 1960s, this cartoon couple were the first to be seen in bed together. Question number 2. Cartoons and comics. Just found out my father's watching in Iowa. So hi, Dad. Hi, Deb. And one of the first things he said was, stop drinking so much, which I find is funny. But hey, that's part of trivia. It's part of hosting. Oh, here, I'd have a good time. And I already have the questions wrote up. I just got to read off my tablet. But got a team from Iowa now watching in. Well, not playing, but watching in. So hello, Pops. Number 3. Question number 3. What is the most syndicated comic strip which appears in 2,620 different newspapers in 75 different countries? What is the most syndicated comic strip which appears in 2,620 different newspapers in 75 different countries? Question number 3. One more time for question 3. What is the most syndicated comic strip which appears in 2,620 different newspapers in 75 different countries? Question number 3. All right, moving on to question number 4. Question number 4. In Japan, they suggested editing a few foreign cartoons to make sure all the characters had 5 fingers. One that came up was like Bob the Builder. Because in Japan, if you only had 4 fingers, it meant you were a part of what? Or what group? So once again, in Japan, they suggested editing a few foreign cartoons to make sure all characters had 5 fingers. Because in Japan, if you had only 4 fingers, it meant you were a part of what group? Question number 4. Moving on to number 5, another true-false question. True or false for number 5? Bart Simpson's voice is done by a woman. True or false? Bart Simpson's voice is done by a woman. True or false? All right, number 6. I think 5 was a quick, easy one. So question number 6, last one for cartoons and comics. A little lengthy here, bear with me. So I'm looking for a country. So when this country stopped airing TV because of World War II, they played an episode of Mickey Mouse as the last thing they showed. When they resumed the TV, they started playing the same episode of Mickey Mouse again. What country was it? So what country, when it stopped airing TV because of World War II, the last thing they showed was an episode of Mickey Mouse? When they resumed TV, they played that same episode again. What country was it? Number 6. So they basically, where they left off, they just took on right away. I will give you I guess not a hint, but there was a 7-year gap. So they showed a Mickey Mouse episode, cut TV. When they started TV up again, they showed the same episode 7 years later, and then continued TV after that. So what country did that? Does anybody need any repeats? A little bit more to these questions, so please feel free. I'll give you about 30 seconds to a minute to let me know if you need any repeats. Anybody for category 5, cartoons and comics, any repeats? All right. Well, again, we can go back at the end of round 6 if you need. So we're moving right along to round number 6. And for those Mainers who are playing along, Saturday morning was a bit of a surprise to all of us. Well, surprise / upsetting, as it snowed for, here in Portland, it snowed for a good 5-6 hours. Nothing accumulated or stuck, but still seeing snow in May blows. So this category is about weather. I figured why not do a category on weather. So here we go, category 6 and weather. Question number 1. The U.S. started out using only female names in 1953 to name these. The United States started out using only female names in 1953 to name these. Once again, the U.S. started using only female names in 1953 to name these. Oh, Mike, you had your motorcycle out when it snowed? Yeah, not cool. All right, moving on to question number 2. Question number 2. This cloud group has the highest elevation, which is over 18,000 feet. This cloud group has the highest elevation, which is over 18,000 feet. Yeah, Maria, you love snow, Miss. I live in Southern California, never see the stuff. You should send some of the hot weather out here. Heck, we're lucky to get up to the 60s here in Maine right now. I think most of us here in Maine are ready for spring to come because it's really kind of cold. Well, spring, but it's really cold. All right, so that's number 2. What cloud group has the highest elevation, which is over 18,000 feet? Moving on to number 3. Question number 3. This might seem a little weird at first, but just bear with me. If you take this variable, you subtract 32, you multiply that by 5, and then you divide that number by 9, it'll give you what? Once again, if you take this variable, you subtract 32, multiply that by 5, and then divide that number by 9, it'll give you what? I know some people are trying to wrap their brains around that. I'll give you a minute. I'll say it again here. So number 3, you take this variable, you subtract 32, you multiply that by 5, then divide by the number 9, it'll give you what? I'll be a little lenient as for some answers, but you need to have the idea down. Because it wasn't really, the way it's questioned is not like a super specific answer, but you need to be in the right area for this to count. But yeah, I think if you know what it is, you'll have a good idea of what I'm referring to. So one more time, number 3. You take this variable, you subtract 32, you multiply that by 5, and then divide that number by 9. It'll give you what? All right. Number 4. Moving on, number 4. I think I'm going to be I'm going to want you to be real specific on this. I'm really looking for the real scientific name for this one. What is a unit measured, or what unit is used? What unit is used to measure and record atmospheric pressure? What is a unit used to measure and record atmospheric pressure? So number 4. Oh, well, I'll give you a ball to tug. So number 4, what is a unit used to measure and record atmospheric pressure? Yes, Will. The scientist has to pipe up, trying to be all smart and scientific-y. But yes, SI, yes. The most correct answer is what I'm looking for. Yes. I'll give you a hint. Obviously, don't do it now. But if you were to type in exactly what I said, you'll see the answer on Google. So at the end, if you want me to reread it so you can type it in word for word, you'll see the answer. But yes, what is a unit measured? Sorry, what is a unit used to measure and record atmospheric pressure? And I'm looking for a specific name or unit. All right, moving on to number 5. In weather. Question number 5. What continent averages the most tornadoes annually? What continent averages the most tornadoes annually? I'll give you a hint. There's never been a recorded tornado in Antarctica. So now I have a 1 in 6 chance. Number 5, what continent averages the most tornadoes annually? For number 5, Karen? Or are you just giving me crap? All right, number 5 again, I guess, just to be safe. What continent averages the most tornadoes annually? Continent. And here we go, last question of the night. Number 6 for category 6 in weather. Number 6. What do you call a wind blowing steadily towards the equator from the northeast in the northern hemisphere or the southeast from the southern hemisphere, especially at sea? What do you call the winds blowing steadily What do you call the winds blowing steadily towards the equator from the northeast in the northern hemisphere or the southeast in the southern hemisphere? And these are especially at sea. Question number 6. All right. So that's it, everyone. Any repeats, let me know. I can definitely go over any questions from categories 4, 5, or 6. Just type them in or send me a message on Facebook. I can do that real quick. I'll give it about 2 minutes. If you feel happy, feel okay, just go ahead and submit it. I do have 1 response already in. Awesome. Cool. Team Cool is already in. Thank you for that. Category 6, number 6, one more time, no problem. What do you call a wind blowing steadily towards the equator from the northeast, from the northern hemisphere, or from the southeast to the equator in the southern hemisphere, especially at sea? Four teams are in. 4 more to go. All right, we got 6 responses in. Almost there. Still just 6. Waiting on 2 more teams. 7 responses. Coverload is in. Man in White Castle, 42. I Scorpio, Hunk, Drunk, or Chunk. Titanic, Team Cool. I think we just need Quiz in My Pants. I think Quiz in My Pants is the last team. Do you guys need anything else? Anything? There they are. Perfect. Everybody's in. All right, let's go over some answers, and then I'll grade everybody's paper, and we'll find out the winner, and if we might need to have a tie break, as we do have 5 teams tied for first place. So here we go. Category 4. Is it real or is it from Forrest Gump when it comes to shrimp? So number 1, pineapple shrimp. That's from Forrest Gump. Number 2, cherry shrimp. That's a real shrimp. Number 3, bamboo shrimp. That is also a real shrimp. Pepper shrimp. That's from Forrest Gump. Number 5, bee shrimp. That's a real shrimp. And coconut shrimp. That's from Forrest Gump. True or false? Fauntleroy is the middle name for Donald Duck. That is true. Probably why we never hear it said in the cartoon. I think it was mentioned once in one cartoon way back in the day. And also, I think in the credits one time is what I did the research and found. Number 2, in the 1960s, this cartoon couple were the first to be seen in bed together. That was the Flintstones. Number 3, what is the most syndicated comic strip, which appears in 2,620 different newspapers in 75 different countries? That is the Peanuts strip, comic strip by Charles Schulz. Number 4, in Japan, they suggested editing a few foreign cartoons, Bob the Builder was one, to make sure all the characters had 5 fingers, because in Japan, if you only had 4 fingers, it meant you were part of what group? It was the mafia. It meant if you had 4 fingers, you're part of the mafia. Number 5, true or false? Bart Simpson's voice is done by a woman. That is true. Number 6, when this country stopped airing a TV because of World War II, they played an episode of Mickey Mouse as the last thing they showed. They played that same episode when they started up again 7 years later. That was the UK. So September 1st, 1939, they played an episode of Mickey Mouse. And June 7th, 1946, they played the same one when they started broadcasting again. That was the BBC. Yakuza, I'll give you that. That's mafia. If you said a gang, yeah, I'll be lenient on that. I haven't looked at you guys' answers yet, but yeah, I think those 2 will be fine. All right, number 6 for weather, category 6, weather. The U.S. started using only female names in 1953 to name these. That was storms or hurricanes. Okay, I think they started using men's names in the 70s, I think 72 or 74. They started using both. Number 2, this cloud group has the highest elevation, which is over 18,000 feet. That is Cirrus clouds. Number 3, if you take this variable, subtract 32, multiply by 5, then divide by 9, it'll give you what? Well, that is the conversion equation for temperature. So that's Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, so if you have something in there about the conversion for temperatures Fahrenheit to Celsius, I'll be somewhat lenient, but needs to be definitely conversion equation or Fahrenheit to Celsius, so-and-so. Number 4, what is a unit used to measure and record atmospheric pressure? That is the pascals. So I'm looking for pascals. So again, if you type in what is the unit used to measure and record atmospheric pressure, it will give you pascals. Number 5, what continent averages the most tornadoes annually? That is right here in the U.S. is actually the most for the country. So North America. North America. But that's kind of neat. Antarctica has never had a tornado. Fun fact I found. Number 6, what do you call a wind blowing steadily from the towards the equator from the northeast in the northern hemisphere, or from the southeast towards the equator in the southern hemisphere, especially at sea, that is the trade winds. Trade winds. So that's all the answers. Give me a few moments to go over the answers of what you all put in, and I will get back to you in just a second. So use the restrooms, have a smoke break, get another drink, as I have a feeling we probably have to use my tie break that I have for today. Everybody got the bee shrimp correct. You didn't think there was a food called bee shrimp? Oh, everybody got the Donald Duck one right. Good job, everybody. I have noticed a few people, for one of them, for the cartoon with peanuts. A lot of people put in Garfield, although Garfield has only been in 1,400 different newspapers, where Peanuts is over 2,600, which I said. So I did mention in the question over 2,620 different newspapers, and Garfield's only in 1,400, I believe. So 1,400 newspapers is not 2,600, which 2,600 is more correct with Peanuts. So I know a lot of teams did put Garfield on that, unfortunately. Ooh, everybody got the Bart Simpson one right. Nicely done. Everybody got hurricanes right. Good job. Ooh, everybody got the Celsius, the conversions right. I'll give you that. Somebody. North America, everybody got the tornadoes right. And trade winds. There we go. Good work. Do this real quick. Almost there, everybody. It's going to be another close one. Almost there, everybody. All right, doing the last totals here, everybody. All right. Well, everybody, thank you again for joining us tonight. Thank you, Mike, for backing me up on that one. Thank you again for the Pascals and for the everything. Anywho, let's see. Again, if you feel generous and you want to help out the Byrnes staff in Brunswick and Bath, please click on the GoFundMe page on the event page under the About. Again, if you just put in the tip you normally give, that's kind of what's going to go towards the employees there. Help them out during this difficult time. If anybody else is looking forward to or want to have a good time and host themselves, please feel free to step up. As Will and I both have done this now 4 times, going back to back to back. I'm going to put a little challenge out there for anybody from the Brunswick. Byrnes has been playing. Feel free to join in and host one night. As the Bath crew has been kind of taking over and putting the load on their shoulders. We'd love for you to join in and help out and have some fun just like we're doing. But besides that, thank you all again. There is no need for a tie-break question tonight. We do have a winner just by 1 point. So where was it at? Here it is. Let's see. Quiz in My Pants, 21 points. Next, we have 22 with Titanic, followed by 26 with Hunk, Drunk, or Chunk, 28 with either Scorpio, 31 with Team Cool, 32 Man in White Castle. 31 also was Coverload, 31. 32 was Man in White Castle. 33 is the winners tonight with 33 points. So beating Man in White Castle by 1 point only. So it was close. We had a team with 33, 32 was second, and a tie for 31 for third place. So thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. I hope you all had a great time. I hope you all enjoyed it. Come back next week. I think Will's planning on hosting unless somebody else wants to step up to the plate and have a bit of fun. But thanks again. Hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you next week. And cheers. Be safe. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands as things start opening up. Don't get sick. Bye, everybody.